The most disturbing murder story in Texas you've never heard of. The murder of Lori Follis. Lori Follis was a 48-year-old social worker who was brutally murdered by her own client, Joshua McCullough. On the evening of January 3, 2021, McCullough called 911 from his Longview apartment, telling the dispatcher that he needed the police because he had just hit his social worker in the head with a hammer, and she was bleeding profusely. Follis could be heard in the background screaming and begging McCullough to let her leave the apartment. McCullough informed the dispatcher that he had been having homicidal thoughts and voices, and that he had to do it, despite being drugged and struck in the head several times. Lori did not immediately lose consciousness. McCullough gave up on his plans when they weren't going his way, giving Lori the chance to escape in her vehicle. Unfortunately, less than 30 minutes after McCullough contacted 911, Follis was involved in a traffic accident that resulted in her body being found on the side of the road. McCullough explained to officers that Follis had been his social worker for several years and that he had been fantasizing about her for a long time before deciding to act on it. He invited Follis to his apartment and said he was just waiting for the right moment to do it. McCullough calmly explained that he had ground up sleeping pills and put them in Follis's coffee, saying that maybe she would get sleepy and pass out, and then he would strike her with the hammer. McCullough planned to completely wrap Follis's head in plastic wrap, hit her in the head about 4 more times, and then leave her to suffocate. He planned to lay down plastic, place Follis on top of it, strip her, drag her into the bedroom, put her on his sex bed, and have sex with her dead body. He intended to sleep next to her all night, then take her to his slaughter room, where he had set up a workstation and used knives, surgical instruments, and a bone saw to cut her into pieces. McCullough planned to take some meat from Follis's body, grind it up, put it in a crock pot, and try it. He explained it had long been his fantasy to know what human flesh tasted like. At trial, McCullough showed no remorse. He initially asked the court for mercy, requesting consideration for his mental health issues, including schizophrenia. He later admitted that he enjoyed what he was doing and even felt pleasure while viewing Lori Follis's autopsy photos in court. A Gregg County jury found Joshua McCullough guilty of murder and sentenced him to life in prison.